Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're jumping into a topic that, let's be honest, touches on a really common fear. What on earth do you do in that time between losing your teeth and getting new ones? Well, we're going to talk about the answer. Immediate dentures, a genuine same-day smile.
So, let's just start with this question right here. Imagine you're facing losing some of your front teeth. This is the first thing you think about, right? The thought of walking out of the dentist's office with obvious gaps in your smile, it's more than just daunting. It can totally change how you feel about interacting with people right from that moment.
And look, this isn't about vanity, not at all. We're talking about a real hit to your confidence, your ability to just talk clearly, or even eat the foods you like. It's a huge hurdle, both emotionally and practically. So what if you could just skip that whole awkward, difficult waiting period altogether?
Well, you can, and the solution is actually pretty brilliant. It's called an immediate denture. It's a method designed to do one thing: solve this exact problem, making sure you walk out of that appointment with a complete, confident smile right from day one.
Okay, so how does this magic actually work? It's all about the timing. See, a lab makes your new denture using impressions they take before any teeth are pulled. Then, on the big day, extraction day, the dentist puts that pre-made denture in your mouth right then and there. Seriously, it's that straightforward. You walk in with your old teeth and you walk out with your brand new smile.
All right, this all sounds pretty amazing, right? But, and there's always a but, we have to ask, is this the right choice for everyone? Because an immediate denture does come with some trade-offs. You've really got to look at both sides of the coin here. So let's break down the pros and cons. The biggest pro is a no-brainer. You never have to be seen without teeth. That is a massive win for your confidence, for your appearance, everything. Plus, the denture actually acts kind of like a bandage, protecting everything while it heals. Now, for the flip side, because this thing was made before your gums and bones started healing and changing shape, that first fit, well, it's not going to be perfect. It can't be. This means you're going to need more adjustments, and down the road, you'll need something called a reline. Think of it like getting a new inner sole for a shoe to make it fit better after it's been worn in. That's what gets you that really snug, long-term fit after everything's healed up.
And this leads us to a really, really important point. This procedure just isn't for everybody. The source material is super clear about this. Health and safety have to come first. So for example, if someone has a bad infection, or they're a poor surgical risk because of other health issues like heart disease, or if they're going through radiation therapy, it's just not a good idea. Even some practical things, like a really severe gag reflex, can be a deal breaker.
Okay, so let's say you are a good candidate. What does this whole process actually look like from your perspective? Let's walk through the entire journey, from the very first step to the final result.
It really breaks down into 4 main steps. First up is planning and impressions. This is where your dentist does a full exam and takes molds, all while your natural teeth are still in place. Step 2, that info goes to the lab, and they get to work crafting your new denture. Step 3, this is the big one: extraction and insertion day. Your teeth come out and the new denture goes in right away. And finally, step 4, follow-ups and adjustments. This is where you and your dentist work together to fine-tune the fit as your mouth heals over time. All right, so you've got your new denture in. That's a huge moment, but it's really just the start of the next chapter. What you do right after the procedure, the aftercare, is absolutely critical to making this whole thing a success. And let's zoom in on those first 24 hours. They are, without a doubt, the most important part of your recovery. Think of it like a golden window for healing. You've got to give your body the best possible start. Your dentist is going to give you a list of very specific rules, and you have to follow them. They're totally non-negotiable.
And here are the big rules for that first day. The number 1 most important rule: do not remove the denture. Just don't. It's literally acting as a protective bandage over everything. You've also got to keep your head propped up, stick to super soft foods, and avoid anything that could mess with the healing. So no spitting, no vigorous rinsing, and definitely no smoking or alcohol. All of this is designed to protect those fragile blood clots and get you on the path to a smooth recovery.
Now this timeline here, this is all about setting realistic expectations. This isn't a one-and-done thing. You'll see your dentist the very next day for a checkup. Over the first week, as the swelling starts to go down, you'll need more tweaks. Fast forward to about 3 months, and things will have changed a lot. You might get what's called a temporary reline to make it more comfortable. But that final, perfect fit, that usually comes after 10 to 14 months. That's when your jaw has finished its major healing, and you'll either get a permanent reline or maybe even a whole new denture made.
You know, there's a great quote in the source material that really hits the nail on the head. It says the best approach is a simple extraction with no surgery. And why is that so important? Because it means less trauma for your mouth. It leads to a much more predictable, smoother healing process, which is exactly what everyone wants when you're trying to fit a denture right away.
So, let's circle back to that big question. Could a temporary fix be the first step to a permanent new smile? And the answer is a resounding yes. An immediate denture is a temporary solution, but wow, what a solution it is. It's like a bridge that gets you over that really difficult initial period. It solves the immediate problems of appearance and function, letting you live your life with confidence while your body does the healing work in the background. It's the first, and you could argue the most important step on the road to your final, comfortable, permanent smile.